We are joined by first-year Beavers head coach Chris Logan. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Talk about the excitement of opening day coming up Thursday in Colorado against Regis.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait. The team is biting at the bit to get going here. It's been a good pre-season. I feel like we're in a good vein of early form going into the first game. We've been looking really good in practice, and in our two exhibitions there's been a lot of good stuff. So really excited to go out and play in some really warm, high altitude conditions on Thursday that will really stretch us against a good team. But I think we're more than ready for the occasion.
You had a chance to play Magic City, you had a chance to play the men's club team here. What did you learn from the first couple of exhibitions that you got to work with the team?
Yeah, they're a bright bunch. They've caught on to a lot of the things we've been trying to do really quickly. They have really high expectations for themselves and for each other. I think there's a high achieving mindset that's kind of been set over the years here with the historically strong program. So I think that that's been really good, and within that, we certainly defensively have looked good, and we're just a couple of moments away from really kicking into gear in the attack. So I think that all around we've got a pretty good first group, and off the bench we've got some good newbies as well.
Looking at the team's roster, it's kind of a 50-50 mix of newcomers as well as returners. So talk about some of the key returners. Who do you have high expectations for?
So I think we have a high bar set for a lot of them, just in general, with the success of last season and previous years. But I'd say within that, Anna Miyoto is definitely somebody who's a go-to player that we have high expectations for in the attack. And I would say as well, our other captain, Sierra Heron, she's changed the positioning a little bit, and she's been really effective in the attack, and she's been a lot of fun to coach and watch day to day in practice, and in the two exhibitions she was really dangerous too. So I think that those are two names that really kind of stick out straight away. And at the other side of the field, Elsa Duquesne really kind of anchoring the back line and leading the back line has been a plus through pre-season as well.
Talk about the newcomers. Obviously there's going to be a lot of them. Who are some people that you think will have a big impact?
I think Kaylani Broadnax is somebody who's played in multiple different positions, that really is somebody that's stepping in and making an impact pretty quickly. So I think that she's one. Brittany Egbert in the midfield has been looking really strong throughout pre-season, and in goal we have three really good goalkeepers. I know that McKinley's a returner, but technically she didn't see the field, I believe, last year, so it's almost like three new goalkeepers, and we're really strong in net. And between McKinley and Jane and Becca, who are two newbies, we're really strong in the net, so the competition's pretty fierce there. So I feel as though we've got competition all over the field, but there's some of the new names that kind of strike out.
Looking at the preseason poll, you guys picked 8th. Not the pressure to win the conference, but still a playoff team, so you're getting some respect. Is that a nice kind of under-the-radar position for you?
Yeah, I think that the way we always tend to look at this is, these polls, other people don't decide where we finish. We have to be in charge of our own destiny and where we finish. And we have higher aspirations than that with this group, and we've set kind of higher targets, and we're going to be looking to fill them. But yeah, certainly it's nice to have the respect, I suppose, that we're seen as a team that should be in contention for postseason. But we've got to earn it, and if we want to be higher, we have to earn that too. So we have high goals here, but we have a group that I think are capable of doing it.
The key's been defense and holding teams scoreless in the past few years. What will be the key? What will this team look like this season?
It's a good question. I really am excited about our attack. I think that we do have a strong defensive foundation that I think we saw in the two exhibitions game. I thought the first game against Magic City, I thought we were locked down on defense. And I think that, when you're locked down on defense, you're in every game. But I think the positive about the first game too was we created so many chances. On another day it could have been 5 or 6. And I think that if we continue to work on these aspects of our game, hopefully the goals start flowing. I think once the first one goes in, hopefully that's the first of many. So you want to strike that balance for sure. You don't want to leave the back door open, but we feel with the firepower we have going forward, we should be a threat in offense this year for sure.
You've been through many of these season openers at a few different schools, but being the first game as the Minot State head coach, how are the jitters for you for Thursday?
I feel good just because I've enjoyed what I've seen in practice, and I know that when the team is engaged and they're playing with intensity, I can see an identity there where everyone that steps on the field just performs at the same one beat, as we say. It's like they all come on and they perform at the same high level, and so I feel really good about where we're at, and I'm excited to see how we do on Thursday against another team. I'm truly excited for the game.